Well, we pull ourselves back up and get back to work. That's where you go. There ain't nobody else, and ain't nobody feeling sorry for us. We ain't gonna feel sorry for ourselves. You got to pull yourself back up. You get knocked down. You get knocked down in life, and you got two choices. You either stay down or you get up. We got to get up. There is no choice. We got one choice here, and that's to get up and not make any excuses. Get up, and we've got basically you've got about 12 days left. 12 days left in this season, in this regular season before bowl season, and there's a lot still left to be accomplished in the next 12 days. A whole lot that could definitely change the way we all feel right now.
It's obvious that Cole's confidence, I guess, is shaken. Do you think it has been the back and forth with starter, not starter that has done that, or would it be something else that you could kind of put your finger on? Well,
I don't know that for a fact. I mean, it's hard to say. That's tough right now to say. I think definitely, him being a senior, and he and I talked about it last Monday. I said, look, we're going to go with Deshaun, but there's still no guarantees that Deshaun is going to be at the level that he could be at. I mean, we don't know that. You have to have yourself mentally prepared to play, and so I know from his sake, it's been an up and down process for him, but we all know what Cole is capable of doing. When we've seen him play at a high level before, and so I think I think there's a combination probably of a lot of things, to be honest with you, but our challenge is we got to have everybody else around him and everybody else in coaches and all have got to do a better job of helping. It can't just be all on him. I mean, everybody's got to pick their slack up, and each position's got to play a little bit better than what they've been playing. And so, but yeah, I definitely feel that there's this hasn't been the Cole Stout that we've seen, but he's a senior that's his opportunity to get in there the other night and to go play, and we're moving the football, and we got to go be able to execute.
What's realistic for Deshaun in the short
I'm sorry?
term? What's realistic for Deshaun in the short term?
Well, we don't know. I mean, it's hard to say right now. I mean, I know he's going through just the rehab process of it all, so there's really, I don't know.
But it is possible that he could play.
Well, there's a chance, yeah. And again, I'm sure Coach Swinney will speak more in depth on this later in the week. But as the coordinator, you try to cover every scenario possible. I'm preparing for him not to play. That's from my standpoint. And if he plays, he plays. But who knows? I don't know that today at this time. We haven't had any practices on it. So
is Nick a viable option?
Is Nick a viable option? Yeah, Nick's a viable option. Again, Nick is a guy that as you go through the season, you get he's been our third team guy, and he's gotten limited reps. In fairness to him, he probably hasn't gotten as many reps in practice that he did over the last 4 weeks, I guess you could say, when Deshaun wasn't getting any reps. And so, yeah, I mean, he did it. He got in and performed. Missed a few things. Wish we could have gotten a few protections called another way, but again, he is an option.
A set of turnovers in 3 games now for Cole. Is there something where he's regressing the way he is, what he's not doing right that you're seeing?
Well, I think it goes back to, again, there's a lot of things involved in it. we've got to get Cole back to the level he was playing at early in the year against Georgia, and the confidence level that he was playing at. And so the turnovers are unacceptable. You're not going to beat. We've actually been kind of flirting with this situation over the last few weeks. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to not beat ourselves, and it caught us this past week. We were able to maybe not play as well as we wanted to over the last 4 to 5 weeks, but we were able to play well enough at the right time to put drives together, to make the right plays, to win a game, whether that's in the fourth quarter. And that's kind of what we felt Saturday. We felt Saturday, even though we had already given them a touchdown, if we could still, we've been in that situation before, so we told them at halftime, we've been here before for 4 or 5 weeks in a row. Let's just just don't give them anything else, and let's get this thing into the fourth quarter. And we've proven we know how to win this thing in the fourth quarter. And again, you can't give people, you can't just hand over touchdowns to them, and as we all know and expect to overcome those type of things, especially with a ball control offense. But 7 turnovers in 2 weeks is tough. Again, it's going to catch you at some point.
Are the issues also on offense? Does it go beyond Cole as far as when something happens like that to Deshaun twice now? You just saw it Louisville game. It looked like it took them a while to get over it. The same thing as a team.
Well, I think, I definitely think that just the feeling on the sidelines, it did. It let the air out of some guys, and at that point you turn into you try to get those guys going and try to keep them upbeat as possible. And I know we're over there with the offensive line, Coach Caldwell and I are, and just hey, look, we got to have a little life about ourselves. We got to pick this thing up. We got to put it on somebody. Somebody's got to take this thing over, and that's kind of been our MO the last 5 weeks. Is everybody's waiting on somebody else to do it. We saw it against Wake Forest, and we hit a 1-play touchdown with Artavis Scott, and then all of a sudden, man, people are, here we go. This is what we do, and we just couldn't do it. We couldn't find a way to get it done. We thought we had Wayne broke free to go score the other night, and makes a great run on it. We missed Adam in the end zone, which would have been a touchdown, but we were able to come away with points, so there was still some positive out of that. But again, we've just got to be able to have that somebody step up and be that guy. And right now we're struggling with that. I mean, it's point blank.
You've said several times recently, the offense is as simple as it can be. And the question that I get is, with a senior who's been around for 4 years, why does it have to be so simple, or why is it simple?
Well, you try to do what you feel like you can execute. And right now we're not executing the base. I mean, let's just the base simple stuff we're not being able to execute and perform, even though everything we do, everything we have has answers built in it to get us out of a bad situation, and we're not able to execute that right now. And so like I said, we've dialed way back and tried to simplify things. Now, the other night we were a little bit more advanced than what we've been, but still, just when it came down to it, and we had to move the football. We were into our base offense, but yeah, I mean, it's not just on the quarterback. Let's just don't put it all on the quarterback at all. I mean, he's obviously, when we all know when the quarterback at whatever level, at whatever team, when the quarterback plays well, you've got a chance. When the quarterback doesn't play well, it affects the entire group: offense, defense, special teams. It affects everybody. So that's what it is about playing that position. That's that position in a nutshell. And so, but at the same sense, there's got to be some other guys around him that's going to have to help. Maybe, hey, look, let me help pick up some slack. Let me help take over some of the burden to take some pressure off of him.